Well, Emily, again, congratulations on a remarkable accomplishment. Can just walk me through what you were feeling the moment that penalty hit the back of the net and you became champions?
I was definitely overcome with emotion. I'm not a crier, but I cried like a little baby. I think it's just an emotion. I guess it's meant so much to this entire group, to the staff, to the club. So to see the girls get it over the line it's just an incredible achievement.
And of the game itself, it really felt like for large sections of it, this was a game played on your side's terms. You had the lead until the 80th minute. How did you see the actual action on the pitch unfolding?
Yeah, look, I think we had the sort of better of them in that first half, and I think the momentum then swung their way. We had to change a couple of things, and then obviously into the 100, sort of extra time. We've come off the back of not even a week ago playing 120 minutes, so there was obviously tired legs out there. So it was just about managing the moments as best we could. Obviously, we knew what the biggest threats were, and it's trying to limit that as much as we possibly could do. But credit to the girls, they dug so deep. I can't even begin to imagine how exhausted they would have been. Like I said, it's been a massive few weeks, so I'm just incredibly proud.
And just a few words on the player next year who's been delivering all final series and has done again.
Yeah, she's an incredibly special player. She's somebody that we know has incredible talent, and she's still got a lot more to give. I don't think she's still even quite at 100% yet. I think I look at our season and wonder what we could have achieved if we'd have had her all season. But you know what? She's not only just an incredible player with great athletic ability and great technical ability, great decision making. She's a phenomenal person as well. So, credit to her, credit to her family. She'll have made a lot of people proud, not just tonight, but for the last 2 seasons. And she's been, an absolute dream to coach. I couldn't ask for a better player.
Izzy, how's this week been for you? You scored the winner in the semi-final, you put your team ahead today, and you just managed to get that pen over the line as well.
Oh, yeah.
How's this been for you?
Yeah, that penalty was quite shocking, but it went in, so goal's a goal. But this past week has been amazing. To be selected in the Matildas as well, it's such an honour. So yeah, I'm super grateful.
Just the goal that you scored, can you talk us through that one?
Yeah, I just saw the ball come in and Bunge, misread it, and I just got a touch in, and to get it in the back of the net was a great feeling too.
Just the reward of getting to this after, as Em alluded to, you had the injury. It's the same team that you actually got injured against as well. To come all the way back and achieve this, how special has it been?
Yeah, I didn't really think I'd get to this point, being injured so early, and but to get back on right track and to score was a great feeling.
And could we also get a word on Jess Nash and Taryn? You've backed them today, and they've come up against Emily Gielnik, Rachel Lowe, a really good attack, and they've more than held their own. Yeah,
absolutely. There's obviously a reason why I've looked at both of them and held them at such high regard. Obviously Taryn only just coming back from an ACL, we knew it was going to be a challenge just for her. We've obviously been trying to build up her minutes throughout a final series, which isn't something you normally do. But I knew obviously there's a reason why she's our captain. She leads so well from the back. She gives us a good aerial presence, which is what we've needed. And Nashi's had an unbelievable season after not playing at centre back for so long. I know she has the capabilities to play there, and we knew together it was just a case of showing people that she is capable of doing it. She reads the game so well, and she's so calm and cool and collected on the ball. So yeah, just 2 fantastic players.
And I guess I'll ask both of you this, but I'll ask you first, Em, and then is it hello?
Sorry about this, guys.
Well, there it is. It's the reward of 2 years of intense effort, because 2 years ago this program didn't exist, and you've come in and you not only laid a foundation, but you've climbed the summit of Australian football in 2 years. Just how do you reflect on that journey, and how have you done it?
Speechless, to be honest with you. Coming into this job 2 years ago, I really wasn't too sure. I'd either sink or swim. I took the help when I needed it, and lent on really, really valuable people, my staff especially. When you only have one player recruited, you've got myself and Matthew Hutchinson, both of us scoured the lengths of Australia looking for the right players to bring in, and obviously this year we wanted to really build on that. I knew after last year I was doing as well as what we did. I knew that we could go one better. I was so confident in it, both, and I think the players that we signed reflected that, and that intent for us to do better this year than what we did last year. It was never that we settled for what we did last year. It was always that we wanted to be better, and we did that. And it's the players. Look, it really is. They've just been an incredible group.
And Izzy, yourself started with the Wanderers, some time with the Phoenix, now to the Mariners, and you've just blossomed into one of the best players in the entire competition. How do you reflect on your time there?
Yeah, no, this past 2 seasons has just been amazing. I really, felt confident in this type of culture, and that's to Em and how she's brought this team together. So yeah.
You mentioned that you accepted the help when you need it. Who behind the scenes that maybe hasn't gotten the press has helped to contribute to this moment? Who have you lent on along the way?
My entire staff, to be honest with you. My first year, Jake Stevenson is my assistant coach. Xavier Taylor helping me out with data. Matthew Hutchinson helping me out with the recruitment. Steve Allen bringing him as a new, his first time as a goalkeeper coach. Caitlin Skillicorn, bringing in, coming in as a first-time physio, and Harry Footit, who's our S&C, and I lean on all of them so greatly, and did have done for the 2 years. They like, you aren't who you are without your backroom staff. So they're collectively the group of staff that I've had the chance to work with for the last 2 years have helped me significantly.
Just talk about this run to the final, because you look at that elimination final down to Canberra, you knock off Melbourne City, who hadn't lost a game all season, club record run for Melbourne Victory as well. Just talk about that extraordinary run. Yeah,
momentum's a funny thing. Obviously, everyone talked about how well Melbourne Victory and Melbourne City had come into the final series, and it's great to have momentum in the league. But unfortunately, the final series is a completely different kettle of fish. I truly believe that our girls had more heart and more desire and more, collective energy between them, that they could overcome anyone when they really wanted to. And there was quite a few times this season where we went down and there was never ever any lack of belief in the changing room. It was always, we'll find a way back from this, and that's the sort of belief you need to build on to come into finals and be successful.
One on the game, Em, because it's obviously come up with victory. I think it's 3 minutes into extra time. Taylor Ray looks to have handballed it in the box. How'd you see it?
To be honest with you, it's not my decision to make. I've just got to be on the sideline and help these guys as much as I possibly can do. The refs are there for a reason.
Fair enough. And just, you're, I think, only the 4th female coach to win this, first since 2017. You've talked about the people in your corner. How special is this for you personally after your own journey?
Yeah, it is, but you know what? There's nothing beats the feeling of watching other people around you being the happiest that they ever have been. And you know what? When I looked at the players, even after the Melbourne City game, and you take a moment just to pause and take everything in, watching everybody who you cared so deeply about, and I do with the players, seeing how happy they are, it fills you with more joy than anything else. So, it's all about them.
Izzy, how much confidence do you go into Matilda's camp with? Sam Kerr was among the people in the stands today watching. So, Sam Kerr's there. I think Tom Smarty was here. People seeing what you could do. How much confidence can you go in after a final series like you've had?
Yeah, no, definitely a lot of confidence. I've definitely grown in that aspect, just with growth, and that's thanks to Em. She's really pushed me to be a better player and step up in these moments. And yeah, I think it's great.
And just keeping this group together, it's always a difficult one. How many have you got signed on? It's not going to be hard to recruit players, obviously, but do you feel like you can keep a lot of this collective together?
I think they'll bring themselves together. I really do. I think they've, I look at again around the changing room, how close they are as a group and how much they back each other, and how collective they are. I think that's enough of a selling point for it than anything else, to be honest.
And I guess, Izzy, the way you've been playing, it doesn't just catch attention here, it catches attention around the world. Have you thought about what your moves might next be? Do you think that do you want to come back here next season? Do you think Europe is calling? Have you had any thoughts about that?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of options, but yeah, still unsure of where I'm headed, but yeah, not sure.
You talked about coming into this season, you wanted to go better than last season, and you've done that now. How do you top doing this?
Winning the league.
Doing the double?
Yep.
And then the treble the year after?
Yep.
Congratulations again. Bit off, but what's on for celebrations?
That's a really good question. Getting out of this suit, to be honest with you, because it stings. It's full of champagne, so go home, shower, go and have a couple of drinks with the players and the staff and families.
And Izzy, how did you feel getting awarded Best on Ground?
Yeah, obviously it's a great feeling to be recognised for what I've been doing. It's an awesome feeling, but definitely credit to the girls and the whole entire team. They've helped me throughout my whole journey. So.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Well done, Gomez. Well done.